Hi there, welcome to theclearskinessentials.com. I'm Natasha St. Michael, and today I want to talk about anti-aging. I've been meaning to do this video for over a month now. Every year around January, around my birthday, I always do a video talking about anti-aging and what are the things I'm working on, what am I challenged by, all of that. And so last month I turned 42. And I've been meaning to put this video together just to chat with you guys about what are some of the things I'm focusing on right now in my 40s with anti-aging. So I would say what I want to talk about today is three things that are kind of my most recent sort of additions to my anti-aging routine. So this is on top of a healthy diet. This is on top of a balanced skincare routine. These are kind of like my more newer priorities with anti-aging. I would say the first thing is that my focus has shifted a lot over the past year. Specifically that I used to always be so focused on my face. You know, it's kind of like from the neck up. What can I do for my face and the skin on my face? And in my 20s and 30s, I was always so caught up with having acne and trying to clear that up, and also some anti-aging as well, because I got wrinkles quite young in my 20s around my eyes, and it's just something that I've always had. But I never really quite cared about the skin on my body. It was always pretty good. As long as I exercised and ate properly, the skin on my body was pretty good. But then into my 40s, things really started to change and shift, especially to, as most of you know, I had two children over the past 5 years. So I had my first daughter in my late 30s, and my second daughter I just gave birth about less than a year ago in my early 40s. So I would say between pregnancy and childbirth plus being in my 40s, my skin is just not as firm, it's not as elastic, it's not even as moisturized as it used to be. That I've had to put a lot more time and effort into taking care of my skin all over my body. Okay, not just my face. And this is something I really recommend for anyone watching this that is in their 20s or 30s, is that I strongly recommend is don't only focus on your face, focus on maintaining healthy skin from head to toe. Really, really important, because whatever you do now and whatever you preserve and protect and take care of now, it will show later on. And so for myself, the big thing has been, is taking extra time every day to really take care of my skin all over my body. And I would say the number one thing that has been helping me the most has been dry skin brushing. And I'll do a video if you guys want, let me know if you want this, but I'll do a video showing how I do dry skin brushing, my special technique, the tools I like to use, things like that. But I found, like, out of everything I've tried, because I find in my 40s that my skin doesn't absorb moisturizers very well. Like, I put body oil on my skin and it just sits on my skin. My skin looks like scaly even though I put all this stuff on it. And at the same time, from pregnancy and childbirth, it's definitely lost elasticity. Like, my stomach is droopy and the skin kind of hangs, and it's just, you know, I'm trying to get my skin firm again. I'm trying to get it more youthful again, and I believe I can, as long as I put the effort and do the right things for it. And I would say the number one best thing that I've been doing has been dry skin brushing, and doing it every single day. And I would say that even just doing it once, you will feel and see a difference in your skin. And if you continue doing it like every single day, like week after week, month after month, it just gets better and better. And so I would say the biggest thing that I notice after dry skin brushing is that my skin is much firmer. My skin is able to absorb moisturizer and lotions much better, so it's better moisturized. And it looks better. It's more elastic and more toned. I would say from pregnancy, right, my stomach definitely, like the skin on my stomach stretched out. And I've been really working on that with the dry skin brush, and it's really helped my skin to slowly but surely kind of snap back. So that's something that head to toe I've been really, like, just 5-10 minutes every morning doing the dry skin brushing has definitely helped. And I would say on top of doing that, also just making sure that I'm very diligent with protecting my skin from the sun, because I don't want to get sunspots. Like, I don't want the sun damage on my chest or my arms. And I have a little bit of sun damage, I would say, on my shoulders. That's kind of the worst. A little bit on my arms, but my chest has been really good. And I've been not only wearing sun protection, but also just covering up. Like if I'm out in the middle of the day, because you guys know I live in the tropics, so it's very, very hot here, and I'm fair. So when I'm out during the day, I've been very diligent about wearing like a long sleeve t-shirt or just even a shawl just to cover up my shoulders and my arms and my chest, because that's what kind of gets hit by the sun the most. And I believe it gets hit by the sun more than even your face, because the sun is right on top of you. So this is something that's definitely helped, and this is something I definitely recommend for those of you that are like in your 20s, your 30s, and you want to have beautiful skin into your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s. Take care of it, protect it from the sun, exfoliate it with the dry skin brushing, moisturize it, all of that. Really honor your body from head to toe. The earlier you start with that and the more consistent you are, you will reap the benefits. And I'll also say too, it's not too late for those of you that are watching this now being like, I should get on top of this, or is it too late? Maybe you're in your 40s, your 50s, or your 60s. It's never too late. Like as I said with the dry skin brushing, I used to do a lot of dry skin brushing in my 30s, and I stopped for many years. And I've only recently, over the past few months, I've started again. And just doing it once, you see a difference. And even just in 1 week, it's a huge difference. So I don't think this is something that you have to feel like, oh, it's too late. It's never, ever, ever too late. So that's the first thing, is I'm focusing on my body, on taking care of head to toe, an extra 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's it. I don't have much time because I have kids and everything else going on, but this is something that I've really, really prioritized. I would say the second thing that I've been focusing on in sort of my anti-aging routine has been circulation. And again, this is head to toe, but especially even around my face. So head to toe with circulation, I would say exercise is super important. And this is something I struggle with, especially ever since I had my first daughter. It's kind of like all the things I used to do to take care of my body, it's kind of like gone to the side. I just don't have much time. But I see how much more youthful I look after I've exercised, even just once, right? It just helps with blood flow. And the more that your blood is flowing through your body and to your skin, it's just, you have that healthy, youthful glow from the inside out. And exercise is completely free, and it's great for you on every single level. A lot of times we get so focused on what products to get for anti-aging, and it's like we forget about just the basics of what happens when you have an active lifestyle? What happens when you're really taking care of your body, feeding it good food, all of that will help to keep you youthful. It will help to just give you that youthful energy that shines through your skin pretty much. So I've been really focusing on just what can I do to really increase my circulation. And so exercise is a big one. Another thing too is, I would say, is like facial massage. And even massage of the scalp, even spending time to do extra brushing of your hair. I notice that anything I do that involves sort of stimulating circulation around my head, okay, and on my face, really helps to depuff my face. It helps to kind of get rid of any kind of like water retention, all of that. It just helps to even firm my skin. And so I find it's like, what can I do to stimulate blood flow through my face, around my face, that also makes a huge difference. That can make you go from looking tired, exhausted, and worn to looking bright, alert, and just healthy, that healthy glow. And so what I've been doing with that is I've been working on doing facial massage. I like using roller tools on my face to stimulate blood flow to my skin. And I've especially noticed doing a lot of scalp massage and even using a wooden brush to actually kind of massage my scalp and my hair. It helps so much. Like I see it in my eyes, like under my eyes, I'm not as puffy, I don't have as much water retention. And especially me, I have a young baby, right? I don't sleep very well, that I find like little things like spending an extra few minutes really stimulating my scalp with brushing my hair, it makes a huge difference on my face. So it's whatever I can do to get the blood flow going, exercise, massage, all of that. And so that's another thing that I've been really focusing in on. And I would say the last thing that I've really made a real big deal with myself is not to get so close to the mirror. Okay, I've talked about this on a video talking about how to stop picking at pimples and zits and all that, right? Like I'm very, very strict about don't get too close to the mirror. As soon as you're really, really close to a mirror, that's when you start picking at your face. And I noticed this being in my 40s, and you know, the skin on my face is changing, and I am getting more and more lines and wrinkles and all that fun stuff. And I just find when I'm spending time like so close to a mirror examining my face, I never feel good about myself, ever. And no one ever gets that close to you. No one. No one is examining your face like you are when you get that close to a mirror. And there's absolutely no point. You know, there's one thing maybe to get that close to a mirror to apply makeup on your skin, but times like that when you're getting that close, it might be to apply eye makeup, and all you're doing is looking at that area that you're applying the makeup on. But as soon as you finish, step back from the mirror. Don't be so close. Really, you don't need to. And if, you know, I find the youthfulness of a person a lot of times comes down to their self-esteem. It comes down to their relationship with themselves and how they feel about themselves. And the more that you feel good about yourself, and the more confidence you have in yourself, and the more that you feel empowered by your life, that's what shines through. You know, that's what people feel around you. That's kind of what you give off. And I just find by doing things like standing that close in front of a mirror and examining every single line on your face, it triggers being critical of yourself. It triggers like negative thoughts. It triggers a lowered self-esteem, all of which you don't need. So for myself, this is a big thing, because I know I have a lot of negative self-talk that I have to kind of turn the volume down all the time with. Okay, it's something I need to control. That I find it doesn't create any value to be that close to a mirror. So that's like one of the agreements I've made with myself this year, is really to take a step back. Don't look too closely and admire the great things about yourself. Focus on that. Focus on the positive points. Focus on the things that you love about yourself. Go with that. So these are 3 things that I've recently, I would say in the past year, in my early 40s, have started adding into my anti-aging routine. I was thinking, like, as I was getting this video together, that maybe I'll also do a video just talking about sort of the basics of anti-aging. And like, let's say you're a little bit younger and you're like, well, where to get started with maybe your skincare routine or just your lifestyle in general with preserving the youthfulness of your skin and of your body, of how to get started with that. Maybe I'll do a video about that, just some of the top things that everyone should do to get started with taking care of themselves, because I love anti-aging. You know, when it comes down to aging, like, I embrace it, and I embrace the changes and the challenges. Like, I don't think aging is a terrible thing, and I don't want to necessarily change things, but I want to bring out my best. I want to enjoy my body as it's transforming and as it's getting older. And at the same time, I also want to preserve the youthfulness of my body so that I can go through life enjoying life and feeling healthy and vibrant and showing it. So aging is a wonderful thing, and especially when you embrace it and enjoy the process. And I just feel like it's something that can actually bring a lot of joy into your life if it's something that you can actually find passion in, as opposed to being critical or putting yourself down and things like that. So that is what I am working on in anti-aging into my early 40s. And if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos talking about anti-aging, do let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel. All right, wishing everyone a fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.